Mark.
Mr Dutton, you've outlined a lot of things that will be in the costings this afternoon. There is a lot of detail on these things, and it just seems they come out later and later and later with every campaign. I know you say Labor does the same thing. Not so sure that the actions of your opponent justify your own in every case, but if they keep coming out this late, they'll be coming out on a Saturday afternoon after people have voted. Don't people deserve to have a look at this detail from both sides earlier in the campaign so they can make a considered judgment? Otherwise, it's just suspicious that you're hiding something.
Well, Mark, the detail will be there for people to see, and what they'll see is that debt will be lower under us by $40 billion, and that means that we don't have Labor's spending problems. See, the problem with this government is that they've spent $425 billion extra, which is what's driven up interest rates. So if you wonder why interest rates have gone up 12 times under this government, you know it's because they spend so much, and the Reserve Bank Governor has pointed that out. Now, we've been responsible in relation to the PBO work that we've done, in relation to the costings otherwise, and all of that will be presented today in accordance with the rules.
Mr Dutton.
Sorry, do you want to go to...
Yeah, please, yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, Mr Dutton. I have to say, we're missing the fun tie today. Where's the fun tie? You're here in Dickson today. You've got to win back 20 seats to win government. Why are you in your seat? Are you worried about Dickson?
I'm here today for the Red Shield Appeal breakfast. So I do it every year, and I clear whatever's in my diary to do it. And,
but are you worried about your seat?
And I've been supporting the Red Shield Appeal for almost 25 years in my seat, and we've raised hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it was set today. I think probably the organisers thought there was going to be an election in April, and so it was set for today. But I'm here as a proud supporter of the local Salvation Army, and I want to thank everyone who's upstairs donating at the moment, because that will help young Australians who are in need in my electorate. It'll help the homeless, and it'll help the work that the Salvos do.
So you're not worried about losing your seat?
Really pleased to be here.
Mr Dutton, earlier in the campaign, when you were asked about schools and curriculums, someone asked you about a woke agenda in schools, and you spoke about the potential for a coalition government to condition funding to the states based on their curriculum. Sarah Henderson, the education spokesperson, said the coalition would have more to say about that in the campaign. I don't think that detail has come through yet. Would you be able to tell us what changes, if any, you would like to see made to school curriculums, additions, subtractions, so forth?
Well, what we'll do is we'll work with parents to reflect what they want to see in the education system, and that is a good education for their children, and a coalition government. When we were last in government, despite what the Prime Minister has told you, the funding went from $13 billion to $25 billion a year, which was significant. So we'll continue to fund education at a record rate, and we want our kids to get the best possible education.
What would you change?
Yes, no.
What would you change about the curriculum? Just going back to that question.
We don't have any proposals.
Okay. Early in your preamble,
next one, mate. Yeah.
In your preamble, you said.
No, sorry, but we're just doing one each. Yeah.
No, I was just asking you to answer the question before.
We'll just go to the next one. Yeah.
No, Mr. Dutton, in your preamble, you said that the election was a referendum on the past 3 years, not on the election campaign. Do you concede that the campaign hasn't gone as smoothly as you would have liked?
I just think Australians now are most worried about what the next 3 years looks like, and they're worried that if there is an Albanese government, it's going to mean higher costs, and that's what the last 3 years have meant. And Australians can't afford 3 more years of Labor, so I want to make sure that we can have a credible alternative, which is exactly what we've done. We're saying to Australians that we're going to give you immediate assistance now to help you through the cost of living crisis that Labor's created. The 25 cents a litre cut off petrol is important. It's also important to give people back some of the tax that they've paid. We do that through the $1,200 rebate. Australians will be asking themselves, am I better off today than 3 years ago? And of course, the Prime Minister couldn't answer this question at the press club. And the Prime Minister hasn't been able to run a campaign to say, you know what, vote for the Labor Party at this election because you're better off, and list the 5 things that you're better off on. It's not the reality. And that's why the negative campaign has been so pronounced by the government. They're not telling people about the last 3 years because it's been a disaster for families. And I want to make sure that we can help families, which is what a coalition government will always do, through better management of the economy and providing assistance to people in the immediate now, here and now, and then bringing in changes which will bring costs down across the economy. And that's through better economic management and obviously our energy plan.